So I wasn't expecting to make a video on this at all, but it's happening, I guess. We're sure getting a Shrek 5 next year. I mean, we already knew DreamWorks was gonna make it from all the rumors and that recent logo teaser that came out last year. Hey now, you're an all-star. Seems like a pretty harmless little announcement, but then we got this.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all?
Why, Shrek, of course.
Ah!
Ew, Dad!
Ooh, Mommy like.
Who's making this stuff?
Not me!
Whoa!
Okay, I have some thoughts. So, we all know that the Shrek movies remain among some of DreamWorks' best and most popular films of all time, with the 4 main installments earning over $2.9 billion worldwide. We also know that the long-anticipated Shrek 5 has been in development for years, and with the new announcements we've gotten over the last few months, it's become highly anticipated by fans. Heck, I would have been all for Shrek 5 thanks to a little movie known as Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. One of the best things DreamWorks has made in a long time. It breathed new life into the Shrek universe, so naturally it led many fans to believe that if Puss in Boots 2 was super good, imagine what Shrek 5 is going to be like. But nowadays I'm not quite as optimistic about it as I was initially. And with that said, let's talk about the teaser. They unveiled this thing 2 days ago, and everybody does not look the same at all. Obviously, it's to be expected that the animation will look different from one installment to another, but yeah, it's safe to say that I do not like how everyone looks in this new style. I'm not gonna say it looks like an AI-generated design. I'm also not saying that. I'm not gonna diss it completely. I am kind of open to it. This is the only thing we've seen of the movie so far. Well, it and that title drop teaser. So maybe it'll somewhat work over time. I will say it does at least make the characters a little more expressive. But it's so jarring going from this to this. Are you insane? And I'm not the only one who thinks that. Literally every video I've seen on YouTube is talking about this teaser and how it looks. Yeah, I don't know, DreamWorks. Getting on the fans' bad side isn't exactly the best way to start marketing the return of arguably your biggest and most popular series ever. My friend David showed me this teaser when it first dropped, and he had quite a bit to say. I don't have any recorded audio of him speaking, but I was able to put down most of what he said in my script. These are his thoughts. All I have to say is, what is DreamWorks doing? It literally looks like a Disney animation. I mean, seriously, looking at the new intro they got that shows the studio's most iconic characters, they always show Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey at the end. And they all look the same. Same animation quality that still looks pretty new. And then you get to this crappy new style, and it's like, why? I don't know what the thought process behind this was. I mean, look at Kung Fu Panda. The 3rd movie came out in 2016, and the 4th movie came out in 2024. An 8-year gap between the two, and yet the animation still looks pretty good. Why didn't they do this for Shrek? Literally everyone who's seen this teaser were posting that they should protest this abomination so DreamWorks changes the animation style. Just like what Paramount did for Ugly Sonic. Fans protested for them to change the animation style for Sonic when its teaser dropped, and look at it now, it looks great. Theoretically speaking, I think fans will protest about this too, and then DreamWorks will have to change the animation for the better. Also remember, Shrek has 3 children, and they only show the daughter in the teaser. What happened to the other 2? Maybe they went to war or something, I don't know. I just find it extremely odd that DreamWorks decided to go in whatever direction they were going for. It does make me concerned about the film as a whole, but we'll see what happens in 2026, and people better protest this. Yeah, you said it. I literally could not have explained it better. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush for this next part, but another big reason I'm more skeptical about this movie is because of Kung Fu Panda 4. I'm sure you've already heard this discussion before. This is an unnecessary sequel that has no reason to exist, the villain sucks, Awkwafina is annoying, yada yada yada. But to make a long story short, if DreamWorks doesn't see any sort of reason to put in effort in a new installment to Kung Fu Panda, both by not really changing the animation style like they did with Puss in Boots, and also not by giving the story as much heart as the first 3 movies, then what hope does Shrek 5 have? Unlike Kung Fu Panda, which was a good balance of goofy and serious most of the time, Shrek was always a comedy series first and foremost. And not to mention, we already know how bad and straight up immature it can get with the existence of that movie. I personally don't really see this film being as sharp and witty as 1 and 2. Also, I guess all of Shea Frillis' predictions about this movie were true. Yep, there's nostalgia pandering, with all the weird and stupid memes that came out of Shrek's hiatus period. The magic mirror's in it, and they use them like a touchscreen smartphone. And Shrek's kids are all grown up. The daughter in particular is voiced by Zendaya? Damn, DreamWorks, really? I mean, she's a great actress, I love her and everything. But at the same time, I mean, come on, there really wasn't anyone else that could have played her. Luckily, though, there is still more than a year before the movie releases, giving DreamWorks the chance to win over critics and fans with other elements and surprises. I'm not gonna say this movie as a whole is completely destroyed by a 30-second trailer. I'm still going to watch it when it comes out, obviously, but I'm not gonna go in expecting anything super spectacular. It could be good, it could be bad, we'll find out in 2026. I don't know, whatever, it's fine. Thank you for watching. Oh, and shout out to David Rogers for his input on the trailer. Yeah.